Hello, hello. So the time has come to go ahead and do that full face demo using the new Dinair Airstyle. Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply Dinair Camouflage Neutralizer shade olive beige to the under eye area like so. I love concealing the under eye area using the neutralizing camouflage line just because it's nice and thin, yet it can be buildable to a nice opaque coverage. I love it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and conceal the under eye area, conceal the lid of course, giving myself a nice space for the shadow looks to come. And then I'm going to go ahead and conceal some of that redness around the nostril area, you know, that unsightly redness. We're going to go ahead and get that concealed. And then I'm going to conceal a little bit of my blemishes around the rest of my face. That way I have a nice flawless finish at the end of this. Look at that coverage, girl. Okay, now once I'm done concealing, I'm going to go in on the eye look, and here I'm taking light smoke and just applying that to the transition crease area like so. I'm really loving this applicator, not having any hoses or not having to worry about being near an outlet. I literally can get in those tight areas of my eye, even with the handle the way it is. It is literally the perfect size. And then clicking it off, of course, in between. Gotta save that battery life, girl. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Underground and just apply that to the outer corner, outer V of the lid, blending it up into the transition crease area. You know how I like that depth and dimension. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and take Dinair Kohler Opalescent shade Persimmon and just apply that to the mid lid, blending it up toward the inner corner of the transition crease area, but not taking it all the way in. I like doing my shadow like this because I feel like it gives a nice gradient of color, and I think it's more flattering than just blocking the color on the lid. Then I'm going to go ahead and take Marsala and apply that to the transition crease area like so, just dusting it very lightly for that nice rosy wash of color. I'm really loving this shade in the transition area, guys. It just gives this look like a little more va-va-voom. I'm loving it. I've literally been doing this every day. Then I'm just going to go ahead and pinch off some dry tip, but you know what? There was barely any dry tip on there. It's just a habit for me. That's another thing that I'm really liking about the Airstyle. So long as you keep turning it off, you don't have to worry about dry tip, girl. Now taking dark almond, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my contour. You know I like a good contour. I'm going to go ahead and contour my cheekbones, temples, my forehead, of course, because we got to contour the forehead. And then I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose, chin, and jawline as well. So you're going to see the progression of that contour, girl. Got to get it snatched. Alright, so now that I got my contour nice and snatched the way I like it, I'm going to go ahead and do my blush. So here I'm just taking dark peach pink and I'm not rinsing out the cup. I'm just going to go ahead and back bubble in whatever's left over of the dark almond for my contour. And then apply my blush like so. Mixing in your blush shade with the contour shade usually gives you a nice natural finish. It also helps the colors blend a lot better so that it gives you more of a natural appearance. I'm loving doing that. So that's definitely a nice little tip, you know, especially if you're trying to customize a blush shade to your client or to yourself, of course. In the change of the seasons, we all like to change up our blush. That's a good tip to go by. Then, of course, I gotta show you it's not plugged in. You could have it plugged in, but you don't need it plugged in. And to do my foundation today, I'm just going to go ahead and back bubble a little bit. And here I'm using the Honey Beige from the Kohler Radiance line mixed with Soft Glow Nutmeg. And that usually gives me my perfect foundation match to my skin. And I'm loving the finish of it too. I get all the benefits of the Kohler Radiance with the longevity and lasting power of the soft glow on my oily skin. And as you saw, it is not plugged in. I get the freedom to move however I need to move. I could get up and walk around the house if I wanted to. Lord knows I've done that 100 times with my kids, getting them ready in the morning. I'm just really loving this, guys. This is like the best. Like before I would take the go, I don't have to worry about hoses anymore. I could just get up and go. Okay, now I'm going in with my highlighter shade. This is Kohler Opalescent Highlighter in the shade That's Just Peachy. No cords, of course. No hoses, of course. And I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a nice glow. I'm going to take it on the tops of my cheekbones, drag it up to the brow bone, C-shaped motion. I'm also going to make my tear ducts pop. You know how I like it. And then I'm also going to dust a little bit down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and just a teeny tiny on my chin. Yeah, glow girl. Just loving that I'm not attached to anything right now. That like literally, it's like holding a brush, but an airbrush. Like, oh my gosh, it's freaking awesome and I'm loving it so much. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows, and here I'm using Kohler Brow Shade Dark Smoke and the size C stencil that comes in the 3-piece stencil set, because that's the size I like to use. I have the most freedom to go ahead and shape out my brows however I need to using that size. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows like so. Easy peasy. Then I'm going to go in for my airliner, not attached to course. You know, I got to show you, girl. I got to show you. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my airliner. So here I'm just using Glamour Jet Black and the Cat Eye End stencil. I'm going to go ahead and give it a haze first and then go back over it, of course, just to deepen it up a bit. Before I pop that cat eye in and get myself a nice cut wing. You know how I like it. And then once I got the wing down, I'm going to go ahead and take it to the outer corner of the lower lash line and just smoke that out a bit. Yeah. Then I'm going to apply some mascara. And then I'm going to apply my Dinair Liquid Lippy. And this is the finished look. Fully done with the new Dinair Airstyle applicator. What? Take a look at this eye look, girl. It's perfectly blended. I am absolutely in love with the new Dinair Airstyle. I hope this video was informative and entertaining, of course, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe.